God is the treasure house of all wisdom. It did not just say some wisdom or most of the wisdom, but it says all wisdom. And it says, and the humblest worker that depends on this undiminished supply will be able to work the works of Christ. God gave us this choice to humble ourselves before Him. What is wisdom? The answer is given: the fear of the Lord and proper recognition of God. Submission to Him is the important factor. Humility, reverence, respect, adoration, faith. These are the aspects of wisdom that supersedes earthly knowledge. That is wisdom. You will never hear the world define wisdom like that. If God is the source of all wisdom, then isn't it wise to obey what He says? When you follow God, the definition of a lot of things is quite the exact opposite of how the world defines it. And the sad thing is, even in our own circle, sometimes we don't see it this way. We see how the world sees it. And I remember hearing advices from people that I look up to. Jan, God gave you a brain, use it. And I realized I don't trust my brain. Seriously, do you? Oh, I think I could trust my brain before, but without God, without God's leading, this brain is brain dead. And most of the time, it depends so much on common sense. No way. Just use your common sense. Let's look up stories in the Bible. If Gideon used his common sense, he would not have reduced the 32,000 and reduced it to 10,000, and the Lord said, it's still too much for me to give you the victory. Jonathan and his armor bearer, if they used common sense, they would not climb up in the gorge. And just imagine, they don't have any backup plan. They don't even have any backup space. If you have used common sense during that time, my dear friends, you would not have seen a miracle that happened. Friends, this is one thing that I realized. Our common sense somehow, most of the time, kills the miracles that God desires to do in our lives. The only wisest way, I think, that we could ever function in this world is to hear that voice that desires to lead us.